Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Value of the week is discipline. For every disciplined effort, there is a multiple reward. Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to class pre-9th. Topic of this video is number systems. Terminating decimals, recurring decimals, non-recurring and non-terminating decimal, decimal to a fraction and fraction to a decimal. First of all, we will discuss history of number system. Who invented number systems? The Mayans, according to historians, are first who invented the number systems 3400 BC like this. Telemarks, numerals used for counting like this when men lived in cave. After then, independently, Egyptian around 3100 BC invented their numeral systems like this. Roman numerals. Roman numerals like this. These numbers we use. The universal numerals. The universal numerals are the numbers we use today. Note that each numeral has a number of angle equal to the number it represents. Universal number symbols and their numerical value are based on their angle count. The zero number symbol has no angles, therefore no value count. The story of number begins with natural numbers, also known as counting numbers, which consist of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. These numbers are infinite, that is, they go on forever. Counting numbers do not contain 0, as the number 0 cannot be counted, and these numbers are represented by the capital N. Whole numbers are natural numbers, but they also contain the number 0. They consist of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Note that whole numbers do not contain fractions like 2 by 3, 4 by 7, etc. Integers are just like whole numbers, however they contain negative numbers as well. Negative numbers are numbers smaller than 0. Just like whole numbers, integers do not contain fractions. Examples of integers are -8, -5, 0, 4, 17, 23. This set of integer is denoted by capital C, and this set contains of 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3 and so on. A rational number consists of integers, fractions and decimals. For example, 2 by 3, minus 3 whole 2 by 5, these are fractions. Minus 0.8 and 2.39, these are decimals, and 14 is integer. Rational number, any number that can be written as a fraction. Rational number consists of fractions, decimals and integers. Integer consists of negative integers and whole numbers. Whole number consists of 0 and natural numbers. So we have this tree. We also represent these set of numbers by a Venn diagram. Set of natural number is a subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers is a subset of integers, and integers is a subset of rational numbers. Rational numbers that can be written as decimals are described as either terminating decimals or recurring and non-terminating decimals. The decimal representations of rational numbers are of two types, terminating and recurring. Terminating decimal is a decimal in which there are finite number of digits in its decimal part. For example, 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. Recurring and non-terminating decimal fractions is a decimal non-terminating in which some digits are repeated again and again in the same order in its decimal part. For example, 4 by 11, which is equal to 0.363636 and so on. And we can write this recurring number like 0.36 bar. Irrational numbers. The decimal representations for irrational numbers are neither terminating nor repeating in blocks. For example, square root of 2 is 1.4142135562 and so on. The value of pi is 3.141592654 and so on. The value of e is 2.71828189 and so on. These decimal representations are non-terminating and non-recurring. Real number systems. The collections of all rational and irrational numbers form the set of real numbers, usually denoted by capital R. The real number system has many subsets like natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. And we can represent the real numbers on number line like this. You can see in this number line we have integers, negative and positive both, decimals and fractions. And also irrational numbers are here, for example square root of 3. Now look at these decimals. What type of decimal is this? 0.6. It is terminating because it has only one digit in its decimal part. 0.46464 is equal to 0.46 bar is recurring. 0.75 is terminating because it has two digits in its decimal part. 0.3842 and so on. It is non-terminating and non-recurring. 0.333 and so on, which is equal to 0.3 bar. This is recurring. Now change these decimals to fraction. Reduce your answer if possible. We have these decimals 0.50. We can express this as a fraction 50 divided by 100 because there are two digits after decimals, so we have two zeros in denominator. And simplification of this is 1 by 2. Next is 0.8, which is equal to 8 by 10, and simple form is 4 by 5. 0.003 mean 3 divided by 1000 because this decimal has 3 digits in its decimal part. Next is 0.79, which is equal to 79 divided by 100 because it has two digits after decimal. 0.331 is 3331 divided by 10,000 because this number has 4 digits after decimal point. To change a fraction to a decimal, divide the numerator by the denominators. 4 by 5 means 4 divided by 5. Like this, 4 by 5 is equal to 0.8. 1 by 3 is equal to 0.333 and so on. So we can express it like 0.3 bar. Repeating decimal, 1 by 3 means 1 divided by 3, which is equal to these values 0.3 bar. Yes, 0.33 bar, it's wrong. Next is 5 by 11. 5 by 11 means 5 divided by 11. The value of this division is 0.45454 and so on. So it can be expressed as 0.45 bar, no, 0.45454 on 54 bar, no. This is 0.45 bar because 45 is repeating in its decimal part. 5 by 6 means 5 divided by 6. This value is 0.833 and so on. It represents as 0.83 bar, no. It represents 0.833 bar, no. It can be expressed as 0.83 bar. Fraction to decimal. 3 by 8, we divide 3 by 8. We have 0.375 and 0.375 it's decimal. Decimal can be converted in fraction like 0.375 is equal to 375 divided by 1000. And after simplification, this fraction is 3 by 8. Decimal place value. Before decimal, the values on the left side, the values are called ones, tens, hundreds, thousand. And after decimal, on right side, it calls tens, hundreds, thousand and 10,000. This number is read as 243 and 16 hundredths. Decimal are read as and. Activity 1. Read decimal using the correct place value. How you say it determines the fraction. 0.2 means 2 tenths, which is equal to 2 by 10 and its simplification is 1 by 5. Activity 2. Change fraction to a decimal. 57 divided by 8. Thank you. Inshallah, we will discuss these topics in details in exercise